see it. How smooth that is.
You got about 4 inches.
You want me? I've got the...
No, we don't have time for that. I have a lunch date.
I'm about halfway on the...
I just can't get over how pretty that color is, if I do say so myself. Okay. I might not be able to just put myself out there, but I can say that that's a gorgeous blue.
Pretty blue. It's pretty blue.
All right, do you have a list of everything?
No.
No? No? We're just gonna wing it?
We're gonna wing it.
Okay. You ready to start?
I'm ready to start. Hi.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Knot House podcast.
I'm Kathy.
I'm Heather.
AKA Mom.
Oh, I gotta watch my ums.
You do?
I do.
It is Wednesday before Christmas.
December 19th.
19th. Yesterday was Lucas's birthday.
I was wondering though, did we check to see what number of podcasts this is?
20.
No. It doesn't matter.
It's 27.
I don't think it's 27. I don't think we're in the 20s.
I don't know. But just a second.
This is going to be funny when she sees that we're like 10 off of 27.
It's 20.
All right. Podcast number 20. Thank you guys for watching. If this is your first time, hopefully you'll get something out of it. Mom and I kind of go back and forth and banter a little bit. But we try to have fun and show you some new things that we've gotten in the shop. And Mom always shows off her fabulous knitting. And I talk a little bit about dyeing and things that are going on. So if you, like I said, if this is your first time, please go ahead and subscribe. Thank you to everybody that has subscribed.
Yes.
And I also want to thank everybody for coming out to our Black Friday sale and our Shop Small Saturday sale.
The weather was horrible. Was
it horrible?
Yes.
Well, the weather's just pretty much horrible every weekend in Maryland, it seems.
It does.
It just is what it is. So, but yeah, so thank you very much. Mom and I both appreciate your support and all of the online orders. That always helps too, especially when the weather's horrible.
Exactly. Exactly.
So what do you want to talk about first, Mom?
Let's talk about your Elton.
Okay.
Since it's right here.
Since it's right here and you had to get it out.
I did, because it's been kind of in timeout. I've been doing 2 test knits, one of which I'll show you. I don't think Caitlyn will mind. The other one I can't. It's pure secret. So I had to put the Elton down. I think I've done about 4 more inches since the last time we showed it. But this is done in Knot House Diamond Sock and Mauve Debonair in the Romeo color. The pattern is Hohi's Elton, and she writes a very good pattern. And I must say, if this wasn't done in fingering and mohair, it would be really quick. Matter of fact, if you did it in 2 fingerings, it would be really quick. But I have found that the mohair, it just slows you down a little bit when you're knitting with it by itself. But it has a great effect, and I think it's going to make a gorgeous sweater.
Are you going to try to have that done for Vogue Knitting Live? That
was the plan, but you may have another sweater ready for Vogue Knitting Live. I don't know that you'll have this one and the other sweater ready. So one of the test knits I'm doing is going to be Heather's.
So I won't have 2 sweaters. I'll probably only have 1 sweater.
Well, I think...
Unless I decide to do Turtle Dove. And like I can get that done before Vogue Knitting Live.
Right. But you know, you do have your Tecumseh and you do have your Cipolla and...
No, I know, but everybody's seen those.
Can you imagine what she was like in high school? Yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right. Oh, I didn't know.
I'm knitting, unless I might talk Carissa into finishing this one for me. She and I knitted about the same gauge.
That's convenient.
It really is.
Okay, well, so maybe I'll be wearing this at Vogue Knitting Live. Maybe I won't. Since we're talking about test knits, we might as well talk about the one that you can talk about, right?
Right.
Ta-da!
So
let's get it up here close so everybody can see those baubles.
This is the test knit that I am doing for Caitlyn. I probably shouldn't be showing it, but she hasn't ever told me I can't. So I'll ask her.
So Caitlyn, if you're watching and you don't want Mom to show it, you need to tell her.
Yeah, and I'll ask for forgiveness instead of asking for
permission. But you haven't posted it on Instagram.
I have not. I have not posted it. I posted it in our test knit group, but that's it. And I have had to put this one on hold for the other one. The other one has got a deadline that I don't know if I can make or not. I'm trying really hard.
You'll make it. Everybody watching this knows you'll make it.
Well, I don't know.
No pressure.
No pressure at all, right? So this is the new one of Caitlyn's, and I really like it. I don't know if you can see, but there's baubles all right here around the diamonds. Now, I did make one change. I added a stitch in each of these crosses, plus signs, so that it wasn't quite as defined a cross. Still looks like a cross, but it doesn't look like a cross.
Looks a little bit more like a diamond?
Yes.
Okay.
And this is Lottie Dottie K in formal. So I probably looks like...
The color's formal.
Formal. It probably looks like a blue, but it's truly...
No, it's purple. I see it pretty.
Okay.
It looks pretty good on the camera.
And then this is Always a Bridesmaid, held, Lottie Dottie K, held with a mohair.
Oh, that's a light lavender. And
then I have a whole shop full of yarn and I couldn't find what I wanted. So I am holding Elan, held double, for this kind of warm color and the white color, which are both speckles.
So that's two different yarns? So you're using 4 yarns?
Yes, there's 4 colors.
4 colors.
Right.
Two that are DK and 2 that are fingering that you're holding double.
Correct.
Because that's how the color you wanted.
Because that was the color I wanted.
Yeah, I really like this this Elan color here. Do you remember what the name of that one is?
Ghost Rider.
Oh, that's one of my favorite ones anyway. So what was this one? The other one, the light one?
I don't remember what the light one is. I can tell you real quick.
We still have some?
Yeah.
I mean, I think this one might be my favorite of all of the ones color-wise that you picked out yarn for. Including my Tecumseh. So...
It's not milk, and I may not have any more of it. Oh, yeah, I do. No.
She's at the Elan wall.
I don't have any more of it.
You don't have any more of that one? Milk would work though, right?
Milk would work.
Does milk have any lavender in it?
Barely speckles. I was going to see if I had the... I've already taken those out of my bag, so...
Okay.
Oh, that's the wrong bag. I don't even have that bag. But it's... I was worried because it's very white, and this is
no,
very...
it pops. It makes it...
This is very warm, more of a taupey color.
I wonder if I can move the camera and get it a little bit closer. I'm going to try this, guys. Hopefully it'll work. I'm just dealing with a tripod. All right, tell me if I'm going to break something, Mom, or if it's working.
No, it's working.
Can you guys see that?
Up a little bit, Heather.
Well, I can't get it up because of the...
Whoa, that's too high. And now lean it forward. There you go. So this is the whitish. And then this was... But having...
Move your finger to the front, Mom, to the front of the bust and show them there. There you go.
Here.
Yeah.
And then this is white.
So maybe they can see the baubles too.
Yeah, so these are baubles. The baubles aren't hard. They're just time consuming.
Did you say that you make big baubles?
All
right, is that where we want it, Mom?
No, this right there.
Okay.
Well, because it's a test, she didn't tell us exactly how to make the baubles.
Oh.
So I just made them my way. You need to scooch in.
Well, I was scooching just to get that in so we could see it, so.
I had a really hard time picking colors for this. I wanted this to be teal.
This is for you.
I know, but I wanted it to be teal.
It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice with your white hair.
I know.
So you're gonna wear this one to Vogue?
I hope to get it done for Vogue.
Well, you will. You're done with the color part. You're home free. You're just knitting.
Right.
How long are the sleeves on this one?
Long. She releases it at Vogue.
Okay.
So I was hoping to have it done by Vogue. Part of it's going to depend if I have the other one done or not, because I haven't worked on this one either.
Well, you're kind of playing catch up with the other one, right?
Trying. I had to wait a week
You had
for
to
the
wait
yarn.
for the yarn, yeah.
And now I'm waiting to answer a question, so it'll be. But I really liked doing this one, but then, you know, I always do. But the baubles made it different, and I'm not normally a bauble girl.
I think they look great. Part of it, I think, is because it's the dark yarn, right? So they aren't.
They're not in your face.
They're not
baubles.
in your face baubles. So I really like the colors that you picked out.
Thank you, thank you.
I
struggled with them, and then I struggled because this was white and this was warm. Not having done the pattern, now it would be easy for me, but not having done the pattern, I didn't realize that the white
wasn't
and the
up
warm
against the warm
weren't up against each other, because sometimes, you know, that can look weird.
Mm-hmm.
But with the way it is, I think it turned out really nice.
Now, are you holding mohair?
With the lavender.
Okay, I don't think we said that.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
So you actually have 5 different yarns.
I do.
Okay.
Now, truth be known about it, this and this took about not a full skein of fingering or of DK. It wouldn't have.
Okay. All right, well, let's talk about this sweater back here that Carissa knit.
Okay.
Because we have a little bit of a time crunch. We wanted to get something in before Christmas.
Now, this is the Floozy, and I don't know who designed it. You'll have to look that up.
I can't because my phone's recording. Well, I'll put it down in the link below.
Okay. So Carissa did this. This is the Floozy, and it is done out of fingering, slip stitches, and she used Nice and Knit sock, and this pretty pink is Swift.
That's right. I remember when she posted that picture of all the yarns that she was using for it.
Right. So all of this, it looks like color work, but it's just slip stitches.
Slip stitches.
Mm-hmm.
Which a lot of people are doing right now.
That's right. So it's very pretty. She did a great job on it. And just to brag on her a little bit, for somebody that didn't like to do sweaters, she is now a sweater knitter for sure. So, and the reason I hadn't already showed you this is she's been wearing it. So she just reblocked it and brought it in.
Well, I was going to ask you if she's been wearing it.
She has.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, she comes in here and changes clothes.
Just like it's Nordstrom or something, right?
Exactly. Yeah. She comes in here and picks a sweater. So that's fun. She is also working on the Poet in Diamond Sock.
Poet. Do you remember whose pattern that is? Is that a Hohi pattern?
No, it is in was in the last lane.
So we'll have that to show next time.
Yes, because she's coming along on that. I've just had her busy doing other things. This week, she made this pretty cowl.
It's called Orla's Vine.
Yes.
By Karina Spencer.
And she said that the pattern was written extremely well. There's a couple of tutorials on how to do these stitches.
It's like embroidery.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
It looks like you've done it after the fact. But
you don't?
No. The vines are slip stitches, and then these are slipped and then cabled.
Well, if she was here, she'd probably have a name for them, because there's probably a name for the technique or something.
Probably. But this is done out of dyed gilpin, which we have a really good stock of. And it took her 2 days, was all.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's kind of a small cowl.
It is. And truthfully, you could do more repeats. There would be no reason why.
If you wanted it bigger.
If you wanted it bigger. But it's a nice size for inside.
Yeah.
You know,
or under a coat. Even.
Yeah. I mean, it really is.
Mm-hmm. It's cute.
So, all right. I think that's...
Is that all in the knitting category?
I think that's all of the in progress and finished items.
No, it's not. You did the sample in
oh, I did. Let me get that.
In Romeo. You'll have to try that on too, because it'll look good with the black you have on. It won't look good with my blue. So we have a little bit of bulky lickety split, which is also my yarn. And I love the color so much, I knitted some up and gave Mom 2 skeins. And so that's like the Gaptastic, but it's not, because it's a double seed stitch.
It's a double seed stitch, but I used a size 13 needle.
Okay.
I cast on 132, which is...
that blue color's good on you too, Mom.
Yeah, okay.
It's the white hair.
The white hair, you can wear almost anything.
That's my point.
I know. All right. So it's the lickety split bulky. I cast on 132, and then I just did a double seed, knit 2, purl 2 for 2 rows, and then purl 2, knit 2 for 2 rows, until I was close to out of yarn. Matter of fact, I had to take it back a row to have enough left to bind off. So
that looks good.
It was quick and easy.
And warm.
It'll be warm. It will.
Because I knew I made you do something.
Yeah, you did.
So Mom, you know, she's got to do these sweaters, but I say we got to have quick sample stuff for gift items for the holidays. And that's not what she prefers to knit.
Well, no.
Yeah, that's supposed to be my job.
Well, when I've got, you know, 2 sweaters, at that point I had 2 sweaters I was trying to get done for Vogue.
Right.
So.
Okay. So let's move on to the new yarn that we've gotten in.
Are you going to show what you're working on?
It's a simple hat that I should have finished. I'll just go ahead and talk about it real quick. I talked about this one in the blog. We also have a blog if you want to go to our website and sign up for that. You can. This is a head sock pattern, and Amanda Steek of the Pearl Bug. It's her pattern, and I picked this one because she does a different technique for the decreases, which I haven't really figured out yet because I'm doing the decreases and they seem like normal decreases to me. And I'm almost out of yarn, so I don't know what I'm gonna have to do.
I guess you'll have to get another skein.
No, I'll just rip it back. There's no need in wasting that much yarn. I'll just rip it back, but I did make it, I'm making it so that you can fold it up. And I don't like a skimpy brim, so I was trying to go for, you're supposed to knit, it's knit 2, purl 2, and you're supposed to go up for 8 to 9 inches. And I think I'm just at 8.5, so I may have to take it down to 8 to have enough yarn. But hopefully, I don't know, you never know. It might be enough.
No.
You know that for sure?
Yeah.
Anyway, so this was supposed to be done, but I've had some other things going on. So there's that. So that's all my knitting.
Okay.
Unless I decide to do turtle dove if we can get more bulky yarn.
Okay.
I know. Mom just says, okay, because she doesn't think I'll do it.
It's a commitment.
I know it's a commitment. Everything's a commitment. So, lichen and lace?
Lichen and lace.
So lichen and lace is something that we've seen and wanted to carry for a long time.
Matter of fact, we'd asked her before and she wasn't taking anybody new. And, you know, sometimes I just arbitrarily will write them and say, hello, we're still out here waiting.
Please, 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 can we carry your yarn? This is a really pretty, really pretty blue too. It's called Teal Tickle. I think that's right.
Yeah.
And this is 80% merino, 20% nylon, and it's 365 yards. So it's a little bit heavy.
It is.
So some would consider it kind of a sport weight, wouldn't they? It's
a little light for a sport.
But it's okay, a little bit heavy for fingering.
Heavy for fingering. Magpie's 3.
Have you haven't done anything in it yet?
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay. I was going to ask you if you like it, but you...
I like it.
You like it? You know you like it already?
I do.
So we have 30 colors?
I like the twist on it.
It feels like it has cashmere.
It does. It really has a really soft feel to it, but I like the twist on it. This one is pressed flowers. I really like this color too, which looks good with rosewood, which is a nice burgundy color. So if you were going to do a colorwork sweater, you could use these two, couldn't you? Mm-hmm. If you were doing a colorwork sweater that required fingering weight. I could.
So, and then, so like I said,
is fingering.
Right. Like I said, we have, I think, 30 colors.
30 colors.
And then we also got, just to be a little bit different, we got a different base. This is a combination of Canadian wools, if I remember correctly.
Right.
It's called Rustic Heather Sport. It's definitely a woolly yarn.
Sticky.
Mm-hmm. And it is 56 grams, 215 yards.
So it is a sport weight.
Mm-hmm. This would be great for accessories and color work, like if you're doing gloves.
Andrea Mallory did her latest hat in that color.
Oh, the hat that's in the special book.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, and it's a good price too. It's $12.
It is a good
price,
for a
skein. Again, it's 215 yards. So we have, I think you got all the colors that were available, right?
I did.
Because it was, why not?
There were only 14.
Right. So those are new yarns that we've gotten in. And then, I wanted to talk about Gigis Glow.
Okay.
So, I don't know where I should start with this. I guess before her Vlogmas came out for December. So I guess this was, right after Thanksgiving.
Yes.
I just happened to sit down for 5 minutes and was looking at my Instagram, and Gigi from Gigi's Made It had posted a request for a hand dyer to help her because she wanted to make the turtle dove sweater, which is designed by Espace Tricot out of Montreal. But she needed orange. Hmm. And it's done, I think Melissa designed that in Woolfolk. Mm-hmm. And Woolfolk didn't have an orange. Right. So she made a call out to a hand dyer to help her come up with a bulky weight orange. So without even thinking, I said, I'll do it. And
Have you got the orange here on the table?
I do have the orange here on the table, but it's not in the bulky.
No.
It's not in the bulky. Do you have any in the bulky?
I do.
This is, so this is what I call my R&D yarn. I'm just going to diverge for a second. When I'm practicing my colors and different techniques, I use a different yarn base, and we sell these at a discount in the shop. And so this is 100% merino, this actually, I did, for some reason, I don't know why I did 2 skeins of it, but this is Gigis Glow. So what she had done was, I had said, do you have a picture? I got to have a picture of the color orange and not just her nail polish color. So she sent me a picture, and I said, okay, give me a couple days. And I don't know, sometimes even a blind squirrel finds a nut, and I got it right. I got it right with like two tries. I could immediately see how to get the undertone of the yellow while also having a little bit of a reddish orange. So this is Gigis Glow in the bulky. So that's fun, and you know, she's posted progress.
Yes.
On her Vlogmas podcast, which is kind of a short little, usually sometimes they're 10 minutes, sometimes they're a little bit longer. It's a lot with her and her daughter and the dog and all the tea and things that she's doing, and like any Vlogmas would be. And she's posted progress notes, and seems very pleased with it. I asked her if she was alternating skeins.
Is she?
No. She said that's what real knitters do. So it looks great though. It looks great. So thank you, Gigi, if you're watching this. Thanks for letting me dye that for you. It was a lot of fun, and it kind of makes me want to do the turtle dove. I think it's going to be one of those that you can get a lot of wear out of, especially if it's, you know, really cold in January. And I like how Dinah from the Knitting Place, she had it on in one of her podcasts recently. She did it in a gray. I don't know, it was like Wolf Oak number 7 or one of the numbers. And she had a white blouse on underneath it. And she did the split hem. And it just looked really nice. Very professional. You know, not typical, or always typical for the way Melissa from Espace Tricot designs. So anyway, but we went to order more bulky, and they're out. So that's going to be, maybe we get it, maybe we don't. Because it's going to take probably, even if you do a smaller size, it's going to take 7 to 8 skeins. I looked at it, but you know, Gigi decided to go down a size because it was too big for her the way she was going to do it. So it must have a lot of ease in it.
It does.
So I was thinking that maybe I could get away with 7 skeins. So, okay. But anyway, also, if you had watched this last time, I think it was last time that we talked about Romeo and Juliet. Mm-hmm. And I was trying to come up with a colorway for Juliet, and or maybe I was talking about this in the shop. I don't remember which one it was.
No, but we talked about it on the
We talked about it, but I'm having a hard time because if you remember, I think Juliet, her family wore red. And as much as I love this blue, I couldn't really bring myself to do Juliet in the red that her family was known for wearing. So I go back and I'm looking at all the pictures, photos and things, snapshots of Romeo and Juliet, the original, the screenplay, and she wears an awful lot of what I call a tea stain, because she's in her bedgowns when they're on the balcony scene. Right. So a lot of the pictures you see her in that. So, and you didn't even say anything about it. Well, I brought it in here, and one of the fun things about doing this is that I get to hide what I'm doing from Mom, and she doesn't know.
You haven't given me a chance this morning to say anything. Oh,
well,
I like it.
You had a class too.
I did. So
it took me a little bit to get this, but what I did is I made what I think is a pretty, it's not quite white enough, for a true tea stain.
It's pretty close to a tea stain.
Well, to have any color at all on the base of the yarn, you have to put a little color in it, right? I mean, I could have just done it on plain, but that's too easy to do.
And it would have been white.
And it would have been white, right. So I got that down after 3 or 4 times of dyeing a full batch. And I used a little bit of red speckle and actually a little bit of brown speckle. When I had first started, before I started doing all the batches, I had done it with a brown speckle. And I will say this, I don't like the way the yarn comes out when I look at it in the bath. When I look at it in there, I say, this is awful.
Yeah, I get these texts.
This is awful. There's no way anybody's ever gonna wanna make anything out of this. And then I put it in the spinner, I dry it, I hang it up, and I still look at it and I go, it's just awful. But then it dries. It dries, and then you skein, you wind it up and you skein it, and you look at it and you go, okay,
I like it.
I like this. I like how this brown is fading into, you know, the tea stain. I guess I've got a new yarn color now, tea stain.
I guess that's what it's...
Well, no, this is Juliet, but if I just did a plain solid, it would be tea stain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Which I don't have that yet.
Which we could use.
Right, because we don't have any real brown, light brown. Everything is more of a light gray.
Right.
So anyway, so this is Juliet, guys. I'll put it up here so you can see. It's a little bit of red, a little bit of brown speckles. So I felt like I was pretty true to the name for having a little bit of the red in there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
That's Juliet. Now I also did another one. Somebody in here that we need to take care of?
Let me see. You keep talking. You need me?
So this is another one that I have done.
You dropped this one.
I wondered where that one was.
You just brought it in.
Oh, okay.
It was underneath the stairs out back.
Oh, okay. All right, well, we can talk about that in a minute. So this is one, I think I'm going to call this one Life of the Party. I tell you, when you get to the speckles names, it's hard to come up with names. I think it's harder to come up with names, yes. So this is another one that I was trying out the same, kind of a similar technique as I did for Juliet. I actually did this one before. And I asked Mom if she liked it the other day at the house, and she goes, I do. I really do like it.
I do like it.
So this is a lavender undertone with a little bit of a pinky red,
cherry red
overlay on it. So like I said, this is, did you take photographs of this yesterday?
No.
No? Because I hadn't decided on the name, right? So, okay, so I'm going to do, it's going to be Life of the Party.
Okay.
Okay? Mm-hmm. That's what this is.
Okay.
So the skein that Mom had just talked to the gentleman about that I had dropped as I came in is this skein. Hi, come on in.
Good morning.
We're just finishing up a podcast. No, come on in. No, it's fine. It's not. Come on, look, we're almost done. So Mom, this was the one
that you said that would fade, you could fade.
Well, there's another one between this one, but this was the first one that I had done. And this is the one that I have to say, when it came out of the pan and it was hanging up, I said, that is god awful. God awful. But after it dried and I skeined it up, I mean, it is a pretty.
It's pretty.
It's pretty. It's a little bit browner, a little bit yellow.
Khaki color.
Kind of a khaki-er color than what I wanted. So I knew I had to lift that and get that lighter. So I don't have a name for this one yet.
Okay.
So I'll have to work on that, and then you can photograph them and get them on the website.
Okay. I'll do that.
I'm not supposed to say
all the lichen and lace is on the website.
Oh, and we probably everybody knows already, but we got more spin cycle.
Yes.
And we got more coming.
Yes.
So that's just like we've said before, a revolving door, but you did get some.
I did get some.
So if you're looking for spin cycle in either the Dream State or the dyed in the wool, we might have some of the colors that you're looking for.
We don't have nostalgia, just tell you that.
Is that the color everybody wants?
Yes. I had a man call me yesterday and say, do you have dream state? And I said, yes, I do. And he said, do you have nostalgia? And I said, no, I don't. He said, that's what my wife wants. Kind of panic, you know. And I said, well, you can give her an IOU because I will have it.
Right. So I guess that's about everything that we had to cover.
We are going to be open on Monday.
Oh, right. For the local people that watch that are in the DC metro area.
We will be open on Monday.
Now, are you going to be open late Saturday or Sunday before Christmas? I'm going to be working Sunday.
Here?
Yeah, here.
Are you off Sunday?
I took off Sunday so that I could be here and help you. Saturday I have to work though.
I don't know that we'll be busy on Sunday. I hadn't planned on staying open later.
Why do you think you won't be busy on Sunday?
The way the weeks have been falling, it's been really busy on Saturday and not really busy on Sunday.
But we're getting closer to Christmas, so.
So maybe.
And we do have some of our knitted items, some of our samples. We do have them out and they're priced for somebody that
is looking for
that is knit worthy, that is looking for a quick gift.
Yes.
We won't go through all those.
No.
Because there's too many out here.
So we will be open on Christmas Eve on Monday. We will not be open New Year's Eve, which is a Monday, or New Year's Day.
Okay.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
So we won't be open New Year's Day or
New Year's Eve.
So we're going to close New Year's Eve, which is Monday. New Year's Day is Tuesday. Okay. Back open on Wednesday.
Back open on Wednesday.
So you'll have 2 days of knitting.
I know. I'm counting on it.
Nothing but knitting.
I'm counting on it. When you have 548 stitches on a size 3 needle, you need every minute you can get.
Which one is that for?
That's the other test.
Oh, that you can't talk about.
Right. 548 stitches.
It's not as much as the Rambling Woman, is it?
Oh, it is.
But that was DK.
That's DK.
Yeah.
I'm on a 3.
So, well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
So, I guess we won't be able to podcast about that until after it's released, right?
Yeah, my deadline, I think, is the 6th.
Of January?
Yeah.
Oh boy, I don't think I realized it was that soon. Well, maybe we'll get some snow.
No, that's not good for the shop.
Well, it depends on when it is. If it falls on a Monday, but well, you would be knitting anyway.
This Monday, I didn't get to knit. I worked in the shop.
Right.
So.
You'll get it done. So.
I just can do the best I can do, right?
Well, I mean.
It'll be close.
Okay.
It'll be close.
So, I guess that's it.
It doesn't really feel like Christmas. I don't know why I'm not in the, maybe I need to get some Christmas music on or something.
Have you not had any Christmas music on?
No.
It's because I'm not here. If I had been here, I would have made you put Christmas music on.
Sometimes I like the quiet.
Yeah. Well.
So, but.
Well, it's been cold.
It has been cold.
And it's been rainy.
Right, it has. And
Justin says that we might have a chance of snow, but I don't believe it anymore. Because we were going to have some, a week ago, and that completely went all to Virginia and North Carolina. So, Donna at Black Mountain got to stay home because they were snowed in, I don't know how many days, but they got a good bit of snow. So, but maybe we'll get snow.
Okay.
And then you'll feel more like Christmas.
Yeah.
It'll be feeling like Christmas when all of the men are in here getting their gift certificates. We do have gift certificates. I guess that's a good time for me to say that. So. And
if you're not local, I've had quite a few people this year call me. Mm-hmm. And there was a girl called yesterday from California. Her sister lives here. So I say, well, we can do a gift certificate and you can just tell her she has a surprise when she comes in the shop and she can ask me at the counter what her surprise is and I can give her the gift certificate. So, or I'll mail them.
Okay. So we're still mailing things, right? I mean, you're going to mail out as much as you can. It gets an order out the same day.
I do get the order out the same day.
Yeah. So if there's any last minute things that you need, check us out. You can always call Mom. We've we've got plenty of project bags and notions and fun things too. So
we have the wax and wool candles. I restocked those.
Yep. So, all right. Well,
we hope everybody has a happy holiday, a safe one, and we'll talk to you after the new year.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thanks again for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay. Now you're going to leave me for me to get all this back together,
Well,
right?
I'm going to have to because...
Yes. 12:06. You're late.
Oh, shit. All right. Are you going to get mad at me?
Nope. It's what I do. I think it's what I've always done.
Take this phone.